Good evening and welcome to the Limington Selectboard meeting on Thursday, February 7th, 2025. We will call the meeting to order at 7 p.m. and we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nice hat, Owen.
Thank you very much. We do not have the warrants for tonight or the other information that we normally give. However, we still have a full slate of work to do. The town office is closed, and so some of the things you normally are getting used to us reading are not available tonight. And also last week, we apologized for the technical issues that everybody witnessed. But Ben is here and everything is running well, and so he did a lot of tests tonight. Looks good to go, and so I guess we shall start. We have met several times with the budget and the Financial Advisory Committee, and we just want to read those on air tonight and vote on them because they have to get ready for print next week, and so this is the last day we get a chance to do that, and that's why we're here tonight on a snowy evening.
Yes.
The warrant articles that we are reviewing and voting on tonight: Article 2, to see if the town will raise and appropriate $996,235 for general town operations, and said funds to be allocated to, and like you normally see in the book, they're all listed here. Tonight, we're only going to be voting on that total, and so I will seek to see all those in favor.
Yes, I mean.
You want to make a motion?
I make a motion
yeah.
to accept the general town operations Article 2 as specified.
Okay, all those in favor? 2. All those opposed? None?
And one absent.
Okay. Article 3, Human Services. You want me to read these as a motion, or do you want to just make the motion after I read it? Would that be okay?
Either way, yeah, however you want to do.
To see if the town will raise and appropriate $28,830 for human services.
I make a motion to accept the human services appropriations at $28,830.
I'll second that. All in favor? 2. All opposed? 0. All right. Article 4, Public Safety. To see if the town will raise and appropriate $1,169,181 for public safety.
I make a motion that we accept the public safety's budget of $1,169,181.
I'll second that. Any discussion?
No?
All those in favor? 2. 0 opposed. Article 5, Roads and Highways. To see if the town will raise and appropriate $1,330,982 for roads and highways.
I will make a motion to accept Article 5, Roads and Highways, $1,330,982. I just want to also, I make a motion.
Okay.
I'll say it after.
I'll second that. Any discussion?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor.
I'll just want to verify that for the Finance Committee, if we're going to, Article 2, the Financial Committee
yes.
vote, there was 1 in favor, 4 opposed. On Article 3, the Finance Committee, there was 5 in favor, 0 opposed. The Public Safety, Finance Committee, 5 in favor, 0 opposed. And Roads and Highways, Finance Committee is 5 in favor, 0 opposed.
Awesome. Thank you very much for clarifying that.
Yeah.
Yep. Great. Article 6, Sanitation. To see if the town will raise and appropriate $561,350 for sanitation.
I make a motion to accept the sanitation appropriation of $561,350.
I'll second that. All in favor? 2. 0 opposed, 0. you want to read the financial advisory
Oh,
recommendation?
yeah, sorry, Financial Advisory Committee, there was 5 in favor, 0 opposed.
All right. Article 7, Leisure Services. To see if the town will raise and appropriate $488,901 for leisure services.
I make a motion to approve Article 7, Leisure Services, the appropriation of $488,901.
All right, I second that. All in favor?
And the Financial Advisory Committee, there was a vote of 5 in favor, 0 opposed.
Sweet. Article 8, to see what sum of money, hang on a minute. Yes, I went from 7 to 8. You don't know how many times these have been redone. To see what sum of money the town will appropriate to deposit in the Capital Improvement Reserve Account. Final request, $500,000.
I make a motion to accept Article 8 for the Capital Improvement Reserve Account in the final request of $500,000.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Financial Advisory Committee was a 5 in favor, 0 opposed.
Article 9, to see if the town will vote to approve up to $400,000 for the fire and EMS to come out of Capital Improvement Reserve Account for the following item. Ambulance, to be ordered and delivered by December 31st, 2028. Any funds spent less than the $400,000 to be returned to the Capital Improvement Reserve Account.
I make a motion to accept Article 9, for the town to approve up to $400,000 for the Fire and EMS Capital Improvement Reserve Account for an ambulance.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Financial Advisory Committee was a vote 5 in favor, 0 opposed,
Awesome.
and we can elaborate more on that. I mean, yeah, we'll elaborate at town meeting on that.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
not-
this-
it's-
I mean,
it's
the
looking to be
Financial
paid
Advisory
for,
Committee meetings were all televised as well. So
Yeah, so you'll
people
understand
saw, yeah. So Article 10, to see if the town will vote to approve up to $550,000 for the fire and EMS to come out of Capital Improvement Reserve Account for the following items. Fire engine tanker truck to be ordered and delivered by December 31st, 2027. Any funds spent less than the $550,000 to be returned to the Capital Reserve Account, Capital Improvement Reserve Account. I missed that one.
I make a motion to accept Article 10, a vote to approve $550,000 for the fire and EMS fire engine tanker truck to be ordered and delivered by December 31st, 2027.
I will second that motion. All those in favor?
Financial Advisory Committee, there is 5 in favor, 0 opposed.
Article 11, to see if the town will vote to approve up to $25,000 for Parks and Rec Department to come out of Capital Improvement Reserve Account for the following item, a pickup truck. Any funds spent less than the $25,000 to be returned to the Capital Improvement Reserve Account.
I make a motion to accept Article 11, to approve $25,000 for Parks and Rec pickup truck.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Financial Advisory Committee, 5 in favor, 0 opposed.
Article 12, to see if the town will vote to approve up to $15,000 for Parks and Rec Department to come out of Capital Improvement Reserve Account for the following item, Momodeo Improvement. Any funds spent less than the $15,000 to be returned to the Capital Improvement Reserve Account.
I make a motion to accept Article 12, a vote to approve $15,000 for Parks and Rec Moimodeo improvements.
I will second that motion. All in favor?
The Financial Advisory Committee vote, 5 in favor, 0 opposed.
Article 13, to see if the town will vote to approve up to $100,000 for Public Works Department to come out of Capital Improvement Reserve Account for the following item, a replacement truck. Any funds spent less than the $100,000 to be returned to the Capital Reserve Account, Capital Improvement Reserve Account.
I make a motion to accept Article 13, a vote to approve up to $100,000 for Public Works Department for a replacement truck.
I will second that motion. All in favor? 2.
Financial Committee vote, 5 in favor, 0 opposed.
Article 14, and these are a lot of housekeeping that goes into the book for the year, and so we're going to read down through all of those. Article 14, to see if the town will vote, I didn't do that. Hang on before we vote. I had the dates. I didn't write the dates on this, I apologize. To see if the town will vote to accept the following schedule of payment of taxes for 2025. 2 payments on 1 annual bill. The first due August 1st with interest beginning on August 4th. And the second due November 14th with interest starting on November 17th at 7%.
I make a motion to accept Article 14, the vote to accept the schedule of payment of taxes for 2025.
I will second that. All in favor? All opposed? Article 15, to see if the town will vote to authorize the municipal officers to spend an amount not to exceed 3/12 of the budgeted amount in each department of the 2025 annual, and that's what I wrote, but I'm double checking it. It's 2020,
This actually should be
20,
24 for
Because
25.
Because we can't spend more
Yeah.
than what was already approved.
Yeah, the 2024 annual budget during the period of
No,
from
but we're-
January 1st.
we're in 25
25.
already. We have to say 25, because we're in this year.
Yeah, because last year they voted for this.
Last year,
So
yeah,
we're
I
voting for
changed the
26
date to the
we're voting
25th,
for
because last year
26.
the
I'm
book
wondering
said
if
the
they
20.
did it wrong last year, too. I'm wondering if they did it wrong
You
last
think?
year.
I was looking in the book.
You voted 26.
Well, no, we're voting for 26,
25. No.
25,
25, so.
because we're in
So
that,
it'd be
and we can't
24.
pay.
Under budget, not a fiscal.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they did have it incorrect last year then.
so
So
2020.
24 during the period of 2025.
So you think the book was wrong last year?
I remember this came up last year, too.
Yeah.
Did it?
But,
Okay.
so the point of this is to authorize the town to keep running for the first 3 months.
Of next year.
Of 2025.
No, next year.
That's right, okay.
Twenty-
Yeah, no,
2026.
This is right.
Thank
This-
you. Hmm?
Yeah, I'm not like, I just read it, I'm like, it's for next year, January to March, before we go to town meeting. Yep. No, it's okay. So it is
Thank
right.
you.
Yes, you are right, Tammy.
Good work.
Thank you. Well, thank you. For the 2025 annual budget, during the period from January 1st, 2026 is what I wrote.
Yep,
Until
till-
the annual town meeting in March
Of 2026.
2026.
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you.
I make a motion to accept Article 15.
As read.
For a vote to authorize the municipal officers not to exceed 3/12 of the budget of the 25 budget from January 1st, 26 to March 2026.
All right. I will second that motion. All in favor? Let's hurry on to the next one. See what I've done wrong on the next one. Housekeeping items. To see if the town will vote to authorize the municipal officers and treasurer to procure a temporary loan or loans for the purpose of paying obligations of said town and loans to be paid back by taxes collected during the current municipal year.
I make a motion to accept Article 16 housekeeping items. The vote of municipal officers for a temporary, to procure a temporary loan or loans for said obligations of the town.
I second that. All in favor? Okay, to see if, this is all part of Article 16. We're just going to continue with all the points that are in
Oh, I
Article
should have
16.
held off then, yeah.
To see if the town will vote to authorize the municipal officers to accept any private gifts of property or money, donations, grants, state and/or federal funding available, and to authorize their expenditure for the purposes specified. You want me to read them all?
Yeah, because they're all bullet
They're
pointed
all
off
in the same
16,
article.
so.
To see if the town will vote to authorize the municipal officers to appoint all necessary officers other than elected positions for the ensuing year. Next bullet point. To see if the town will authorize the municipal officers to sell by any means, including sealed bid with reserve, any or all tax liens or deeds held by the town, which in their judgment is in the best interest of the town, and to execute quit claim deeds for such property. The next bullet point, to see if the town will authorize the municipal officers to sell any excess, unused, outdated, town-owned vehicles or equipment. Vehicles shall be sold by sealed bid. All monies received to go to the capital improvement reserve account.
Yeah.
Reserve account, okay? Next bullet point, to see if the town will authorize the municipal officers to pay the following items from the property tax overlay funds. Refunded tax abatements and applicable interest, overpayment of property taxes and applicable interest, interest from tax anticipation notes, medical billing overpayments, prepayment of reimbursable expenditures, okay?
I make
That's all of, yeah, that's all of
I make
16.
a motion to accept all as read in the housekeeping items.
All right, I second that motion. All in favor? Thank you. Article 17, the offset. To see what sum of money the town will authorize the municipal officers to transfer to offset the 2025 tax commitment. Select Board recommend from revenue sharing, $350,000. From unassigned funds, $650,000. From excise tax, $800,000. From tree growth reimbursement, $20,000. From EMS billing, $150,000. And from the Leander Moody Trust Fund, $11,400, for a total offset of $1,981,400.
I make a motion to accept Article 17, offset as read, in the total of $1,981,400.
I second that motion. All in favor?
The Financial Advisory Committee vote was 5 in favor, 0 opposed.
And Article 18, to see if the town will vote to increase the property tax levy established for the town of Limington by Maine State Law LD1 in the event that the municipal budget approved under the proceeding will result in a tax commitment that is greater than the property tax levy limit. And that's just a typical state of Maine housekeeping
Yeah.
article.
I make a motion to accept Article 18, Maine State LD1 law as read.
I'll second that motion. All in favor? All right, and then Article 19 will be the entertain a motion to adjourn. So we will sign these. So that this can all get put.
Yes. Oops.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Oh, you signed
well,
you, oh, okay. Now,
I'll
if we
sign
just do
yours.
it all on one, how's that? And then we get it all to the,
Sure. yeah.
awesome. Thank you very much. So that will take care of town report. We have talked on air a couple of times, several times, about the PTO being fronted. We just haven't made it official and voted on it, so we're gonna do that tonight. How it reads right now. Right here, okay. How it reads right now in the, we'll call it the third, section of Section 5. Paragraph is the word, I was looking for that earlier too. The third paragraph says, all regular full-time employees accrue 2 days on their date of hire and annually at the start of the town's fiscal year. Full-time employees will accrue an additional 2 hours of PTO for every 40 hours worked, up to a maximum of 80 hours for full-time employees in 1 year employment. In addition, they will accrue 5 additional days of PTO on the anniversary of each 5 years of service, not to exceed a total of 20 days per year. During their probationary period, 90 days, eligible employees shall accrue PTO, but cannot use it until their probationary period is complete. We are going to vote on changing that wording to all regular full-time employees with at least 1 year of service at the start of the town's fiscal year will have PTO hours fronted at this rate. 96 hours for employees with 1 to 4 years service, 136 hours for employees with 5 to 9 years service, and 176 hours for employees with 10-plus years of service. During their probationary period, 90 days, eligible employees shall have 16 hours available but cannot use it until their probationary period is completed. Now, the next 3 paragraphs are about full-time hourly EMS, per diem and regular part-time employees, and the accrual is based on the town's fiscal year. All unused accrual PTO in excess of 40 hours is lost at the start of the next fiscal year unless a written request is made to the select board and granted. We are not touching that. This is only for that paragraph for full-time employees that do not fall under the umbrella of
Fire and EMS.
EMS,
Yeah.
fire and EMS, because that's a totally different
I know
animal.
Emo was working, or looking to work on a policy, there we go.
Yeah, yeah.
For
And
that,
that's-
because,
I think-
that's a whole different animal.
Yep.
That really is.
All right, and
so.
the next sentence after that says, PTO may be used in half-day or full-day increments, but PTO cannot be taken in advance of it being accrued. So we're gonna strike that, since
Yeah.
it's not accrued anymore. We're gonna leave PTO may be used in half-day or full-day increments, and strike the rest of that sentence.
I make a motion to accept the changes as read.
I will second that motion. All in favor? All opposed? Okay. And we will sign this one as well, and then redo that section.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking, I'm gonna allow you to talk about the sand.
Yep.
Why don't you do that?
We need to vote, we met with Clay from MS86 and Carl, and I forgot the lady's name.
He's the facilities director.
He's the facilities
But
director. Clay.
I can't, I didn't write
can't-
her name down.
I didn't either, I'm sorry, I apologize, but,
She helps work the budget and
yeah,
financial
so I think it's the
stuff.
budget manager.
Yes,
I don't know, I don't wanna, I don't know if
I
it was
don't
Dawn,
know.
I'm not sure.
we've met her twice, and I'm sorry.
But they approach us because we're the only town right now currently that is not contributing to any type of salt, sand for the schools. So currently, MS86 comes over, plows HB Emery, and sands and salts the parking lot on what seems to be Standish and Buxton, everybody else's salt sand. So they've asked us if we would jump on board. It's going to be this year. They're in the works of getting their own facility. Looks like Buxton, I believe, is going to give them an area for them to store their own salt because they want to go to salt priority next year, and they'll have a budget line for that. But this year, going the rest of this year, we've been asked if we would contribute. Most towns have contributed 20 to 25 yards of salt sand so far. So how we're gonna go about it is, they're local, there's a guy that lives local here that plows the HB Emery. He will show up at the Public Works, they will fill him with one hopper full. He'll go over, plow, salt, sand, that school, and then he'll come back and fill we'll top him off, and then he will head from here over to the junior high and high school. That's gonna be per storm use. So how we have it written here is allowing MS86 to get a load of sand from Limington Public Works for sanding HB Emery School and then refilling their sander before leaving Limington in order to use at the middle school and high school. We did talk, Limington Public Works is to load the sand in their MS86 vehicle. with the agreement and understanding that the Limington is not liable for any damages to the SAD 6 vehicle or vehicles. They will be signing this prior to us doing this anyways, and they agreed. So we're just, we're voting on allowing them to do this the remainder of the year.
Yeah, and we haven't contacted them yet to tell them that
No,
we've
no, we
made this
told them we'd
official.
vote on it
So,
this week
Yep.
and,
Yeah, we'd let them know as soon as we
yep. So.
had it done, so.
So I make a motion that we allow them to do this, the 2 loads per storm for the remainder of this year, and then we'll circle back around. I believe they should be all set, is what I'm understanding, for next year. But,
I will second that motion.
okay, all in favor?
Thank you. Two votes yes. Okay. And
The only one left.
you want to talk on that one too?
Yeah, the town manager. So we just been behind the 8 ball the last 3-4 weeks. The town, Robert, is it?
Cromwell.
Sorry. Yeah, Richard Cromwell, MMA, is who we've been dealing with the town manager and the writing of the application and the job description and the ad that's going to be in the paper or online. What we got to do is vote to approve this online of the ad, so we can get it out there and try to get somebody or people interested now before we get to town meeting. I will read you what they've come up with for the draft. The town manager, town of Limington, Maine, is seeking qualified candidates for the position of town manager. Located in southern Maine's York County, Limington provides a rural atmosphere while being located close to urban amenities. With a population of approximately 4,100 residents and spanning over 43 square miles, Limington is a small town community and family-oriented feel. Select Board is in search of a compassionate and energetic leader with a solid foundation in budget and financial management, grant research and writing, and human resources. Ideal candidates should also possess experience in local government, proven leadership ability, and excellent communication skills. The Maine Municipal Association will be assisting in the elected officials of Limington in the search for the next town manager. In order to apply, please submit a detailed letter of intent, resume, and town application. Application can be found on www.limington.net documents, as well as any questions regarding the position via email to personnelservices@memun.org or via U.S. mail to Director of Human Resources, Maine Municipal Association, 60 Community Drive, Augusta, Maine, 04330. The salary range for this position is $80,000 to $100,000, includes comprehensive benefit package. So that is what we've come up with for the job ad. I think it fits. It's a brief description of what we're looking for. He is now currently in works of the full detailed application of the breakdown of everything we expect, looking for. This is just to get the advertisement out there that we're looking.
Very good.
So,
I will make a motion to accept this town manager information that is going back to Richard Cromwell.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Good. We will get this back out to him ASAP.
Beautiful. One last point of information. Town meeting will be Saturday, March 1st, 2025. And right now, absentee ballots are available for the election being held. That is Tuesday, February 25th. So this area will be opened up on that Tuesday, February 25th. Polls will be open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we encourage townsfolk to come out and place your votes.
Yeah, you can see the ballot is online as a sample to see who is on the ballot. And,
Yes, yep.
So you can go right on.
And if you need absentee ballots, just come in or call the town office, Patty and Bev, be happy to help,
Absolutely.
so
I
you
think,
know all that good stuff. I think
Yeah.
that concludes our meeting. We want to open it up to the public.
If there's
If
anybody.
anybody wants to say anything?
No?
All right. Seeing none, we will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion that we adjourn
And I will second that motion.
at 7:29.
All in favor? 7:29 it is. Thank you, everyone, and have a great night. Stay